Hello, everyone. Danny here today to talk to you about the audiobook Ask More, written and narrated by Frank Sesno. I'm pretty sure I got the last name correct. Apologize if I did not. In this, I'm going to cover the direction of the book, the purpose of the book, kind of the writing style of the author. I'm going to cover the narration. Did they do a good job? I'm going to give, as I do with all of my videos, anything that I feel people should be cautioned about. Is their language, sexual situation, or anything else in the book that may give you pause before you decide to purchase the book and listen to it. But before I get into that, if you love audiobooks and you're looking for a reliable source to help you pick the audiobook before you purchase the audiobook, subscribe. Turn on notifications. Down in the comments, leave me the names of any books you would like me to check out for you, anything you'd like to know about the books. I'll listen to them, post a review, answer your questions. You can take it from there. Hit my steering wheel there. Now, to the book. I did not read the publisher summary. This book was an Audible daily deal. I saw the title and I thought, oh, it's going to be a leadership or a sales book. I'll get it out, check it out. It's not, and at the same time, it is. I discovered that right away in the introduction. Frank Sesno is a reporter, and he starts off giving you a very brief little biography, kind of what got him into being a reporter, how he became a reporter, what caused him to decide to write the book, and what his purpose in writing the book is, what he wants people to get out of his book. The chapters are broken down by a topic, and then a brief explanation of what that topic is. Some topics are self-explanatory. Confrontational questions, kind of self-explanatory there. Some need a little bit of help for you to really understand, okay, what's he about to be addressing? Entertaining questions. Well, what's the purpose of entertaining questions? He gets into that in the beginning there. Then he starts into the meat of the topic. Now, some topics actually have a couple of subtopics, I'll call them subtopics to them. For instance, confrontational questions. Depending upon your relationship to the person you're talking to, your goal in talking to this person, there's a couple of different directions you may want to take your confrontational questions. So we'll take them one at a time. Okay, if you're wanting to go in this direction, this is what you do. He may or he may not give you questions that he recommends that you ask. He almost always, though, gives you guidance in how to structure your questions, gives you any warnings about, when you're asking these questions, avoid doing this. In some of the chapters, he gives tips, tricks and techniques, tips, anyhow, on better ways to ask the question. And it's not a book on using questions to be a better leader or a salesman. It addresses all kinds of stuff. How to be a better host or a hostess, how to better empathize with people, how to investigate better, how to confront people better. All over the place with what the questions can be used for. And that was his purpose in writing the book. That was what he wanted to do. And he nailed that with the book. The one caution I would give with this book, I didn't catch any bad language or anything like that in the book. But if like me, you were expecting this book to be unbiased politically or socially, like me, you will be highly disappointed. Mr. Sesno has very strong political and social views. And unfortunately, he put them in his book. And I say unfortunate, not because he put them in his book. Plenty of other authors have put their political and social views into their books. It's because of the way he chose to put them into his book that I say unfortunately. He doesn't just, these are my viewpoints, these are my beliefs. It's more of, these are my viewpoints, these are my beliefs, and anyone who disagrees with me is a villain. And he attacks anyone who disagrees with his viewpoints on anything socially or politically. Which, when you hold a viewpoint that someone opposes, you can have an adult conversation. At least I can. I can have an adult conversation with them. We can even disagree very strongly, provided neither of us attack the other person. But if I'm having a disagreement with someone over a political figure or over a social point, and they start attacking everyone who holds that viewpoint, calling them names, calling the political person names, which is what the author does in this book, then I feel as if they are attacking me. My back gets up and I get ready to fight. It's just the way I'm, and that's the way most people are. So it's unfortunate that the author did that, because when the author did that, then what you've got to do is you've got to fight down that defensiveness and force yourself to go through the defensiveness, to listen to the book and see what nuggets you can get from the book. Is there anything useful in the book that I can get if I can somehow ignore the fact that he is calling me and people like me these horrible names? It's a major detriment to the book. I mean, if you agree with his social points and his viewpoints, it probably won't bother you at all. He had some social points that I agree with. His political viewpoints, I completely disagree with. And even some of his social viewpoints, I did not agree with. So it's going to affect my recommendation of his book. It's not a book I'm going to keep. I was too angered by the author's attacks, which at times felt personal against me. I mean, you're writing a book. You want people to get, according to the author, he wants people to learn how to ask better questions in every area of their life. Maybe he shouldn't go attacking the people he's writing. Just a suggestion. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like my channel, subscribe. Turn on notifications. Questions, comments, feedback? That's what the comment sections are for. Put them in there. I will get back to you. But, as I say with every video, no matter what else you do today, make sure that today you listen to at least one really good audiobook. And as far as recommending this book goes, from the standpoint of giving you better questions, yes, I recommend it. From the standpoint of the strong political and social agendas that are interwoven throughout it, I don't recommend it. So it's kind of a yes-no recommendation there. If that stuff's not going to bother you, get the book. You'll probably learn something from it. But if that stuff's really going to bother you, don't waste your money on it. Thank you. Have a good day.